Listen, I know you're not a fan of energy. You do socially responsible investing. That does not fall in the game plan there. Energy has been hot, but the markets have been able to make new highs, even with energy being a fraction. I mean, like what, 4% of the S&P 500. Is there any way for you with your edict to invest anyway on the margins of energy?
Yes, certainly there are opportunities, excuse me, in energy. Energy has some unique characteristics in terms of the level of volatility and obviously the correlation with the commodity prices. So we're actually looking at some of the large energy companies now and also some of their suppliers to really try to interrogate which ones are actually being proactive and pivoting to a more fossil fuel, less focused on fossil fuels and more focused on renewables. We know that many of them, I'm sure you're familiar with what happened with ExxonMobil in terms of the changes to their board of directors. But my sense is that even the large oil and gas companies are going to be taking action on climate change. And so there could actually be some opportunities there for the companies that are proactive to have a place in our portfolio.
Yeah, a lot of companies say things. They say nice things. Not
Right.
a lot of companies do the nice things as well. Overall, though, Valerie, listen, 38th record close of the year for the S&P 500 if you're counting at home. NASDAQ 100 on an 8-week win streak. But a lot of uncertainty about how much better the economy can really be. Are you getting a little wary at any point about valuations here?
Not really. I think that the key issue going into the next round of earnings will actually be how are corporate profits performing? And my sense is that we're going to see some pretty strong results because you have to remember there are two factors. There's the multiple on the market, and then there's the underlying earnings, right? And I think we should probably see some better than expected performance really across different sectors. So I'm not too antsy right now in terms of the valuation overall.
And we got earnings season kicking off tomorrow, and what the next 2 weeks going to dominate the news cycle. Sounds like you're expecting some pretty big things, Valerie.
Yes, I think we'll see some strong results. Obviously, we kick off early with financials, and then we move through each of the various sectors. It'll be interesting to see what's happening in the consumer sector in particular. The health of the consumer is absolutely critical. And then also what is baked in terms of any type of inflation that companies are absorbing. Some companies are seeing inflation in terms of their inputs and coming from their suppliers. There's a question, though, as to which ones are actually able to pass that through to their end customers. And so I think that's where the questions will lie. You know, that's where the uncertainty is
whether
right
or
now.
not, those higher costs will eat into their margins as well. That's going to be the watchword of earnings season. We do a word cloud on the word inflation for the next 2 weeks. Valerie Grant, good to have you back on as always. Have a great day and a great week, Valerie.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.